Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. We're looking ahead to another really cold night, but there is some better news coming up for our weather. That is our big story tonight. Let's get the latest on our forecast now from meteorologist Kim Walker.
Well, once again, we're finding ourselves with another hard freeze warning in effect for tonight, and this will expire tomorrow morning at around 10 o'clock. So sub-freezing temperatures once again. That means temperatures will be below 32 degrees, and that will last through the early morning hours. So exposure to this extreme cold could lead to frostbite and hypothermia. So if you are going to be outside or need to be outside for a long period of time, over 30 minutes or so, you definitely want to bundle up out there. Dress in layers and also cover your extremities. We, again, the whole state under that hard freeze warning. Temperatures will be quite cold as we make our way into the early morning hours. In fact, we'll start off in the teens and then climbing slowly to around 36 degrees at 10 o'clock and heading into the 40s as we make our way into the afternoon. We are expecting mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies throughout the day, and then as we head into the end of the week and into the weekend, it looks like temperatures will be closer to normal. However, we do have that possibility of rain as we head into early next week. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Kim. And take a look at this. Cold temperatures in Baton Rouge have frozen parts of lakes on Louisiana State University's campus. That is something that has not happened in quite a while. Meanwhile, a monster winter storm is set to blast parts of the East Coast, with 15 states on alert for severe weather. Some areas in the South haven't seen this kind of weather in decades, while Boston and coastal Maine are once again under a blizzard warning. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is tracking it all from New York.
The brutal winter weather slamming the South with a rare snowstorm.
It's pretty wild. I've never seen palm trees with snow on them before.
We've never seen this much snow down here ever, I don't think.
The Carolinas, Georgia, and even Florida all under a winter storm warning, with snow, sleet, and ice grounding flights in Jacksonville, also closing schools and turning highways into ice skating rinks in Tallahassee. ABC's Victor Okendo is there.
Florida Highway Patrol shutting down long stretches of Interstate 10 in both directions because of this. Take a look. The bridges frozen over.
In Georgia, with slick conditions wreaking havoc on the roads, the governor so far declaring a state of emergency in at least 28 counties. Parts of Virginia and North Carolina are now under a blizzard warning, with officials announcing heavy wind and snow in the region could create whiteout conditions.
All of that is not a good combination, and why we are encouraging people not to travel unless you absolutely have to.
A plea to the public trying to avoid earlier scenes like this in Buffalo.
You couldn't see a gosh darn thing in front of you. Everything was blurry. There was a complete whiteout.
At least one person was killed and another seriously injured in this massive chain reaction crash on I-90 involving more than 20 vehicles. And depending on where you are up and down the East Coast, forecasters say you could get anywhere from an inch to a foot of snow, and that total could reach 18 inches in Maine. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
The recent Arctic front in the area has caused the city of Alexandria's water demand to increase by almost 100%. The city is asking residents to be mindful of water usage until temperatures do return to a more normal level.
During the day, we have a lot of elevated storage tanks. At nighttime, we refill those. Last night, the refill couldn't occur because the demand was so high that we were just basically keeping up with demand, and we couldn't put any inventory, if you will, back into the tanks. That's gotten slightly better since we put the release out several hours ago, but we still ask folks to kind of be mindful. If there's leaks, take care of those promptly. Be careful on dripping faucets during the day, and drip them very slowly at night if you think that's necessary, so that we can kind of catch up and maintain system pressure.
If you are having issues with water, please contact the City of Alexandria Water Department and continue to monitor the city's Facebook page for up-to-the-minute information. Some area residents left this afternoon's police jury meeting unhappy after one topic got heated. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has that story.
Residents who live in the Forest Hill, LeCounte area approached the Rapides Parish Police Jury this afternoon regarding the redistricting of fire coverage for the area. Proposals for fire protection in the area aren't sitting well with residents, with added sales tax and millage. The area is currently in Fire District 18, covered by LeCount, but residents believe being added to District 17 would be more sufficient when it comes to distance.
We're covered by LeCount, which is a volunteer fire department. We're 6 miles from their closest fire station. Forest Hill has a fire station that is 3 miles from us. In talking with their department, they have no problem with covering our area and being able to provide the necessary help that we need in the event of a fire or a medical emergency.
Those who attended, an estimate of over a dozen residents, were ready to provide their comments and thoughts on the matter.
Any of the proposals that we've heard verbally mention more taxes, millage tax, and we just, quite frankly, are not prepared to vote yes for a millage tax in Fire District 18. Fire District 17 wants to include all of us, and we want them to honor that petition and vote yes to let us join 17.
But when residents tried to get this topic on the agenda for today's police jury meeting, they were unsuccessful and took a different route, showing up in person to ask the jury to add the item to the agenda. A unanimous vote is required to add an item to the agenda, and it was denied by one member, leaving residents who made time to attend the meeting frustrated with the outcome. The jury came to the decision to add the item to the agenda for Monday's meeting, when they'll try again to approach the jury about this issue. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Today is the first day of qualifying for the March primaries. More than half of the parishes in Louisiana will have elections on March 24th, and that includes Rapides. Here, there is a special election for the Alexandria and Ward Marshal's post. The appointed incumbent, Ricky Rochelle, was first to qualify this morning. Joining him is Darrell Terry, though several others have announced they will also be candidates. And in the city of Pineville, Mayor Clarence Fields is seeking another term. Qualifying ends at 4:30 p.m. on Friday.
The Harlem Globetrotters are coming to the Rapides Parish Coliseum Wednesday, January 24th, and you can become a Junior Globetrotter. Just go to KLAXTV.com or our Facebook page and upload a video of you or your kids yelling, "I want to be a Junior Globetrotter." Submit your video between now and January 10th, and then have your friends vote on your video. The video with the most votes wins 4 VIP tickets, 4 meet and greet passes, 2 seats on the bench, 2 Trotter t-shirts, and 2 autographed basketballs. Enter today.
Well, welcome back, everyone. At least we saw those temperatures go on the up and up for today. It was a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Our high yesterday was around 35 degrees. Today they were in the 40s. So our temperature change in the last 24 hours is about 2 degrees warmer in Alexandria, Natchez around 4 degrees warmer, 3 in Leesville, Lafayette around 4 degrees. So we did see a little bit of a warm up, still a little bit chilly out there, but it is getting pretty cold. Temperatures right now 34 degrees in Alexandria, right at freezing in Natchitoches, around 34 degrees in Leesville, right at freezing in Natchez, 36 in Lafayette, and 38 degrees in Lake Charles. So high pressure still in control of our weather. I think the cold will stick around for today. We had a weak cold front that pushed in, and so it's going to leave us with chilly conditions for tomorrow. But as a ridge of high pressure starts to build in, the warmer air from the west will start to move in as well, and so we're going to see a big difference toward the end of the weekend and into early next week. So as we make our way into next week, we're going to see those temperatures really moderate. Mostly cloudy or mostly sunny conditions for tomorrow. It will be a cold start to our day, and it's going to be chilly through the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, and it's going to warm up later on this week, and then this weekend is going to be pretty mild. We do have chances of showers returning early next week. Here's a look at your forecast as we make our way, or I should say, we do have a hard freeze warning in effect, and that's because we're going to see sub-freezing temperatures tonight. That warning is in effect until 10 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures will be below 32 degrees from tonight into early tomorrow. So you definitely want to bundle up if you're going to be outside, or else you're going to be susceptible to frostbite and also hypothermia. Here's a look at your forecast. We dip down to around 19 degrees in Alexandria, 21 degrees in Boise, in Otis around 21 as well, mainly clear. It's going to be very cold, light winds coming in from the northwest. Tomorrow, light winds as well, partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions. Temperatures around 44 degrees for the afternoon high, in Otis around 43, Leesville around 44. And then from there, we continue to climb up. 48 degrees, plenty of sunshine as we end the week, and then as we start off the weekend, mild conditions, temperatures around 54 degrees, then around 60 on Sunday. But we do have the chance of rain as we head into early next week, and temperatures will stay in the 60s through Monday, 64 for Tuesday, and then back down to around 61 on Wednesday. So if you don't like the cold, it looks like the warm air will return. Scott?
Thank you, Kim. Could autism rates finally be leveling off? With more, here's Stephanie Ramos.
Autism has raised a lot of questions and caused some fear for parents for years now. It's often tied to false or misleading messages, such as how it may be linked to vaccines or to bad parenting. But now there might be some good news for the new year. Autism numbers appear to have stabilized. Autism rates rose steadily until 2012, but this week a new study appearing in the Journal of the American Medical Association finds that the rates may finally be leveling off. Researchers at the University of Iowa say about 2% of American children have autism. That number has been stable over the last 3 years. Autism is usually diagnosed in childhood, and kids with the autism spectrum disorder may have some difficulty communicating with others or understanding emotions. But today, therapy exists that can help kids dealing with these issues. So if you're concerned your child might have autism, talk to your pediatrician. They can help. With this Medical Minute, I'm Stephanie Ramos.
Another day, another huge lottery jackpot gets even bigger. No one matched all the numbers in last night's Mega Millions drawing, so that jackpot will grow to $418 million for Friday. And tonight's Powerball jackpot is worth an estimated $440 million. Amazon says billions of items were shipped with Prime in 2017, and Spotify has been hit with a massive lawsuit. Bobby Rebell is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more in today's Tech Reports.
Amazon said that more than 5 billion items were shipped using Prime membership in 2017. Among the Prime member favorites that showed up on the 2017 Best of Prime list for the United States were The Handmaid's Tale on Prime Reading, the Fire TV Stick and Echo Dot, and The Grand Tour on Prime Video. December 30th was the biggest day for Prime's streaming service around the world. Samsung is expected to introduce smart glasses at next week's Consumer Electronics Show. The glasses will help people with visual impairments see more clearly when they're reading or looking at an object. The company will also unveil a tech-enabled inhaler that will help people with lung pain. Spotify has been hit with a huge copyright lawsuit that alleges the music streaming company failed to pay songwriter royalties. Wixon Music Publishing filed the $1.6 billion lawsuit against Spotify. The music licensing company says it represents Tom Petty, Rage Against the Machine, Missy Elliott, Neil Young, Weezer, and the Beach Boys, among other artists. Spotify did not comment. Snapchat may be forcing users to sit through 3-second ads. Ad Age says Snapchat has found that its mostly young users skip ads in less than a second. The delayed skip button would be similar to what YouTube has. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Bobby Rebell with your Tech Report.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encourage, inspire, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. The calendar has officially flipped over to 2018, ending winter break and revving up the start of conference season. For the NSU women's team, Coach Dupuis just excited to get back to a more normal routine.
It was tough last week, playing a good Nichols team at home and then only having one day to prepare for McNeese on Saturday. So it's good to be able to take that Sunday to kind of recuperate. You've got 2 days to get ready for a good quality Corpus team, then another 2 days to get ready for SFA, and now we'll get into our normal routine for conference, and it's good to get that started.
And storms, that kind, haven't really been the problem, but cold.
Yes,
Definitely an
it's
issue
pretty
here.
cold out there. Hard freeze warning in effect for tonight and will last until early tomorrow. It's going to be chilly tomorrow with a high around 44 degrees, but things will start to improve this weekend.
All right, thanks, Kim. Thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Start the new year off with the goal of running the 6th annual Wild Azalea Trail Challenge on January 6th. Runners and mountain bikers will line up to do Louisiana's longest contiguous trail through the Kisatchie National Forest. St. Francis Cabrini Church will be holding the Epiphany service January 7th. Mass begins at 6:15 p.m., followed by the burning of the greens. Gather in St. Francis Cabrini Family Activity Center for blessing the king cake and serving the queen soup. Bring the whole family January 20th and watch as theater and technology come together in Lightwire. In complete darkness, electroluminescent artistry brings characters and stories to life in this exciting performance. Come to the festival that celebrates fishing, whether beginning or expert. There's something for everyone. Free admission, raffle, rod and tackle exhibitors, and much more.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The one
of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.